I'm Murray Ellis.
I'm Susan Rhind.
We're down at Bergalia, just south of Moruya, where we've been constructing a straw bale house, but by an alternate method.
And the alternate method is it's a prefabbed straw panel house. So it's panels that are infilled with straw instead of actually building a straw bale house on site. The walls came as 22 panels and they took 4 hours to put up. Because they build them in a factory, the quality control is much better and you're not fighting the weather and the mice wanting to move in. And, we've had such wet weather, it would have been a quagmire here.
And they're made out of a waste product in the straw, which would either get burnt or, if you're lucky, get composted. Plus, they stockpile their materials at one location. So what's left over in the straw pile or the framing pile from this house just starts on the next job.
I think the prefab side of things is something I've never thought about before, and I'm now really convinced about how energy efficient it is in that all the things come to a site and they're worked on there, and then they move in one go to another site and they take no time to put up. I think prefab's fantastic. The insulation properties are wonderful, and the sound. You go into a straw bale house and it's so quiet and it's so cool. The straw is so compacted, there's no oxygen in there, and render doesn't burn, so they're actually fantastic in bushfire areas. So we decided to have an earthen floor in our home. It's like walking on a really compacted sand beach.
So it's a mixture of the brickies sand, coarse river sand, and kaolin clay. The way it's set is by hot linseed oil poured onto the floor and squeegeed into the porous surface where it reacts and starts to harden.
This house is still a work in progress, so there's lots to be done still. But one of the things we've done is make it a little bit adaptable in its design. We've got some secret passages in the walls that are fully formed doorways.
That all the load-bearing requirements are already in the wall, so there's just a matter of slicing off the wall covering, undoing a half a dozen screws and removing the infill panel, and then there's a hole perfectly sized for a standard doorway just to slip straight in.
Where we could, with the sills and headers, that's our own timber. So they were logs already down on this property. We didn't cut anything down. The fireplace is made of second-hand bricks. All this energy is just poured into the materials that come to your house, and the only way around that being sustainable is for it to live a very, very long time. And houses should live hundreds of years, not decades.